What's going on, guys? NeBo back again. Hopefully you guys are doing good, and this is going to be a chapter review of 934, but before I jump into that, last video that I had, 933, ended up getting taken down from YouTube. Don't know why. They were really persistent on doing it. As soon as I got the hit 50 view mark, they took it down and gave me a strike against my channel. I really don't know why. There's a bunch of other YouTubers that do exactly the same thing. I don't know why mine got targeted out of all the other ones. I mean, I don't even monetize my videos, so don't really know why. But I'm going to be re-uploading it. I edited it a little bit so it won't get taken down again. If so, I don't know what's going on. I might get another strike, and that's it for the channel. But further on to this, let's just jump right into chapter 934. And this chapter is pretty interesting. We got a little bit more information of what's going on with everybody else, not just the crew, like the main crew. We got, the actual title is Hyogoro, Hyogoro of the Flowers, and then it's got Usopp chatting with some cockatiels. Pretty cool, picture, main page, not bad. We finally get to see what happens to Big Mom's pirates after they got knocked down by King. They got pushed down. Obviously Mama went to the one side. She ended up losing her memory, and then the rest of the pirate crew is still on the ship. So we're shown Smoothie, Perospero, Daifuku, Galeete, Mount d'Or, Amande, and the annoying Flam. They're still alive on the ship, but at the same time, a lot of the Devil Fruit users that are a part of the Big Mom Pirates have drowned and died. I wonder who that's gonna be. Also, we don't see what's his name, Dogtooth, Katakuri. We don't see Katakuri on the ship. We also don't see Cracker and Oven and a bunch of other ones that are missing from the Big Mom Pirates. So I guess they're just defending the Whole Cake Island while she's away. But it's really interesting that they would want to go in and bum rush them at was it chapter 932 or something like that. So it's kind of weird, but anyways, we have to see what's going on with them. And after that, we end up seeing the crew, Big Mom Pirates crew. They can't find Big Mama, so they're arguing amongst each other, and like it's pretty much a dysfunctional family at this point. Perospero pulls out Mama's very card and says that she's still alive. It's still intact, so she's got to be still alive. So basically, when their whole argument, they were trying to figure out who's gonna be the next, Big Mom. Like the leader of the Big Mom Pirates, right? So the one side said it was going to be Katakuri, the other side is going to be Perospero, and anyways, they know she's still alive, but they don't know where she is. After 2 pages going into this, we end up seeing Big Mom again, and she's riding with Chopper, Momonosuke, Otama, and Kiku, and they're riding on this huge crocoturtle, and like it's a cross between a turtle and a crocodile. Big Mom basically tamed this crocoturtle by punching it in the head twice, and next thing you know, they're riding on it, and now it's obeying her. It's pretty funny. Like I like how they break up the seriousness of what's going on to Big Mom, who's actually serious, but because she lost her memory, she's a little bit more relaxed with everything, right? And the group's still heading to Udon, where Luffy is held, same with Kid. And we finally get to see a map, which I love when Oda does this. It does, like, it breaks up a lot of the confusion on what's going on, what areas they're at. So it basically lets the viewer and also the reader have a better look inside on how big the country or the islands that they're heading to or that they're on is, and like how long the travel time for the one group or the one destination that they have to get to actually travel to that spot. Also, I love how it gives you different landmarks, so it's not just like a hop and skip away for the crew to oh, I'm gonna be in Udon, and next thing I know we're gonna be in the I forget the other bits inside of there, but if you know what I mean, like if you watch the anime or anything like that, good example, Naruto. So if they have to fight, they're in the one village, they travel to the next village like that. But because we have a map, right, it takes time, and you get to see how far they travel to appear to their destination. in one chapter or an episode, right? So I think that it sets One Piece apart on a different level than other manga and anime because of that. So Momonosuke is on the back of the Kraka turtle training, and Otama's amazed on how determined Momonosuke is in his training, and at the same time Momonosuke is swinging the kendo stick down, and he yells out snatch, and we don't really know that much about it, but Zoro ended up teaching Momonosuke that word, and basically that word is a magical word that will still the trembling heart when courage is lacking. So I don't know when this was taught to him. Either it was before they broke up to Whole Cake Island, and then Zoro and the rest of them went to Wano, or when actually they got to Wano, Zoro ended up teaching Momonosuke these words. So I want to know a little bit more about this because Kiku insists that Momonosuke shouldn't use that word for some reason. I don't know why, so I guess it'll be taught to us later on what that actually means or why that's a bad thing to say in Wano. She also said it was a different dialect in Wano, so I think Zoro's got some connections with the Wano country. It's really interesting what's going on here. I'm really interested on what is going to happen later on in the story. So, flash forward, we end up get to see Robin and Brook and the rest of the crew, Nami and all that. Brook ends up finding a poneglyph, but he couldn't actually copy it down because of what happened with Orochi and the ninjas. And Robin ends up doing her useful thing, gathering information. So she was kind of sad about the whole not getting a poneglyph or reading the road poneglyph, but she ended up getting a lot of information about Kaido's organization, their army numbers, etc., etc. Basically, like all the backstory on Kaido, the Wano country, and Orochi. So that was a big plus for the crew. Robin also has a hunch that the road poneglyph is in I can't even say this word. Ogigashima. Oh my god. Anyways, I'm gonna put up on screen the little picture. You can read it. I'm so bad with these words. But yeah, like the map itself, you get to see where it is, and it looks like it's gonna be a really hectic area, probably where Kaido chills out. It's got like a skull with horns on it, so it's probably where Kaido's place is. Later in the chapter, we end up getting to see Sanji, and he's still like figuring out what he can do with the rest of the raid suit's powers. And obviously it's pervy stuff. This guy wants to use it to spy on women in the bathhouse or something like that. I don't know. He's just a weird guy, but it's pretty funny how they just, like again, they break up the tension of what's going on or why, there's certain things are happening, and then you get some funny moments in there. The last pages that we finally get to see are Udon. We're back in Udon where Luffy is being held, and the first page back in Udon, he's getting spat on by an alpaca smile user, and he's asked about where Kid has gone because Kid has escaped from the Udon prison. So that's really interesting. I want to know what's going on with that. Kid ended up escaping Udon prison. So he ended up having the prison sea prism handcuffs on, so his abilities are limited, and his strength is lowered from that, and somehow he ended up escaping. So it's really interesting. We end up seeing more smile user fruits, devil fruit users. We see the spider guy, so he's got like 8 legs, and also the one with the mammoth on his chest, or an elephant. And so basically they're beating up old man Hyogoro, okay, and Luffy is quickly to jump in to aid him, but he also has the sea prism cuffs on, and all just about he's about to punch out one of the jailers, and then boom, Queen comes into the picture, and I really want to know what's gonna happen with this. So is Queen gonna be asking him about questions on Kid? Or is Luffy gonna end up fighting Queen? Who knows what's gonna happen? I feel like Queen, right? I got a little theory here. So if you look at, and I'll put up on screen right here, when the Beast Pirates were invading Zou, there was 3 ships or multiple ships, but they had different figureheads on the ships, and one of them was a mammoth, which was Jax, and then there's 2 other ships on there, and they were scorpions. So I feel like the scorpion would be Queen. The only reason why is because he's a little bit slower. He's riding like this wheelchair thing. I don't even know what it is, but his eyes are also like really, really small. And I did a little bit of research on that. Scorpions don't have that great of eyesight. They use a lot of their senses. So I feel like if anything, Luffy wouldn't be fighting Queen. I think Sanji would end up taking him down, just because, like I said, their eyesight's not that good. They're only good with senses, and Sanji has the raid suit that makes him go invisible, so he can easily take down Queen with that. So anyways, that's my little theory on the backstory of that. I think I'm going to give this a rating system every time I do these reviews. Hopefully it doesn't get taken down like the last one. I'm going to give this one a 3.5 Straw Hats out of 5. Just because not a lot of stuff going on, but we do get to see a lot of information, and also we got a map, so that's pretty cool, and also a lot more information on what Robin is doing. We end up seeing Hyogoro. I'm pretty sure that's the same guy that they were talking about in the beginning of the flowers. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Hopefully 935 is going to be a lot more hype because Queen and Luffy. Alright, I'm going to leave it off here, guys. Till next time, see ya.